I arrived really in the middle of the night last night, in the pitch dark, and I woke up this morning and I found myself in this most awe-inspiring place with awe-inspiring people. I just think the combination of the nature and the story behind the big thinking that has been happening in this area for 500 years sets the scene for some of the conversations that are happening today, from the moment we met at breakfast till the first meetings and introducing the capabilities of everybody in the room, through to thinking about how we can see patterns emerging for what might possibly make change, through to sitting outside, both thinking really sort of openly, but also sort of like thinking what could we really do. So a mixture of pragmatic and really quite abstract thinking, and it's been really enriching, I think is the word. It's a group of people in the end. It's a group of people who all have experience in changing and transforming both society and nature. And those people are, they've been curated almost because they've got experience from leading ecosystems of innovation. And I think that's the commonality, is that they think complexity and looking for how can we order that differently so that we all can make a more regenerative and beneficial society, and one that gives back to nature and future generations as well. And how that alliance will develop depends on the individuals that are here today. But I think in the end it's a supportive place where we can try out what we do and get a feedback and test it in the world and get some sort of response back that we know comes from people that we're beginning to know better and better and trust and respect, and that's a very special place. So at the moment that's what it is. What it might become remains to be seen. To me it's important because my job, I work quite a lot by myself on lots and lots of different projects. So I'm not attached to one institution all the time. I work in a bioregional weaving lab network that is part of a network around Europe. But when I work on my daily basis as a weaver in such a lab, sort of a bioregion setting in Ireland, I feel I'm taking in knowledge that I've collected from my past experiences, and to have a group where I can come and feel that I'm amongst people who not only understand what I'm trying to do and where I'm coming from, but also can take me even deeper and even further. Usually it's me trying to sort of use what I know to sort of nudge society and the bioregion further, but to have access to a group of such deep experience and deep knowledge, and such sort of generous people as well, that they want to share. That's part of their behavior, is to that's how they make change as well. They're very generous with their knowledge and their skills and their, their relationships, I suppose, in terms of how we can make change together. So for me, it's like a safe space to come and feel that I can both say things that will be understood, but also learn and develop further from there. And it's a fantastic thing to have. My main contribution here would be, I don't know, I suppose, all you can do is contribute by being present and listening and seeing when you can connect dots that may be in a different pattern than somebody else is connecting dots, and we all connect and recognize things and say, look, oh, this could perhaps be that. So I can only do that as much as anyone. But I do it very much from my experience, both in an urban neighborhood in Oslo and in the bioregion, the nature and city of Ireland. I work long-term on the ground with real people, with real problems, and try to link that upwards into strategies for new economic and social and ecological change. And I think it's that real in touch with what systems change looks like on the ground that I know that's how I work best, when I'm touched with the people, and I bring that into the room. I think the experience of how it really feels when it really reaches out to to the people rather than being sort of theoretical models, which we all use those same words for, but how many are actually getting out and how does it feel to be, we talk a lot about disconnect between the people and policy and the challenges of going from policy to people, but I think when you're working so closely with the people and you're seeing how far the policy is from their experiences, how can you give them the feeling that they're part of a system that can change? And I think it's a very experiential thing, you know, and I've experienced people coming into rooms and saying, oh my goodness, I'm part of something so much bigger and this is worth being, you know, motivated and part of. And I think that real doing from the bottom up is something that maybe is the part that I value most of my experiences, perhaps. Maybe.